When you're ready, walk the hands in front. Push the bum back towards the heels, just wiggle the hips side to side, and then relax the head all the way down. Keep walking those fingers forward, stretching out the arms and pushing the bum back. And then take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And out. I never turned it off. Okay, good. So let's just hold it here. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. And then soften those arms, bending at the elbows. And let's take the hands behind us. So the palms facing up, keeping that head down. And then let the shoulders be heavy. And let the back stretch out. And just take a moment here to, I can see lots of movement going on. Let's keep it still. Just take a moment to breathe. Let go of anything else going on. Bringing yourself present to your mat. Focusing on yourself for the next hour of our practice. Now when you breathe in through the nose, fill up the belly, expanding towards the back and the sides. And then exhale, relax those shoulders. So take 3 more deep breaths here. To release any tension from the face, the head. Nice slow and controlled breath. Take 1 more deep breath in. Relax those shoulders, let them feel heavy. And then take the hands back in front, walking the arms, the fingers forward. Stretch out those arms, the back. And then slowly walk the hands towards you, coming back up to a kneeling position. Let's bring the right arm down to the right side. Place the palm down and reach the left hand up and over, looking up to that top hand. Push the left hip away so you're stretching out the side of the body. Reaching through the fingers. And then inhale, bring yourself back up to the center and over towards the other side. Place the left hand down, right arm goes up and over. Pushing that right hip away, stretching out down the side, reaching through the fingers. And then again, inhale, back up to center. Let's bring the hands behind us, fingertips facing away. And then push the palms into the floor, open up that chest if you can. Tilt the head back. If you can go a little bit more, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips up. Stretching the front of the body. Take a nice deep breath in here, relax the head. And then slowly lower the bum back down to the heels. Bring your hands back in front. We're going to come to a tabletop position. So wrists under the shoulders, spread the fingers, knees under the hips. And then we're just going to roll around in a circle with the hips. So bring your weight over the wrists. Take them back. Bring your shoulders over the hands. Rolling around in a circle. Take the bum back towards the heels. Make the circle a little bit bigger. Making sure you're spreading the fingers, pushing into the top of the palms. Roll it round and go back the other way. Warming up the body, moving into the hips, the wrists. And then bring it back to the center. We'll take the fingertips facing away from you, so out to the sides. And gently rocking side to side. Again, fingers are spread open. Pushing down into the fingertips, the top of the fingers and the bottom. Feel the stretch into the arms, the wrists. And then bring it back to the center. Send those fingers behind you if you can, so towards you. Trying to keep the wrist under the shoulders and then gently rocking backwards and forth. Stretching into those wrists. Bring the weight forward and back. Feel the stretch into the arms, the wrists. Nice. And then slowly bring the fingers back to the sides and then back in the front. And then we're going to take some cat-cows. Anyone knows what that is? Nick, do you know what that is? We're going to, yeah, that's it. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest up, lift the chin up, and kind of arch the back and send the sit bones up. So kind of making a C shape with the, or U shape, should we say, with the spine, looking up. And then exhale, draw the tummy in, looking towards the belly button. So push your hands into the floor, arching the back in our cat stretch. And then again, inhale, lengthen for your cow. Keeping those arms straight, keep length through the neck. And then exhale, round in the back, push the hand into the floor. Inhale to lengthen. Keeping length through the spine from the tailbone all the way up towards the crown of the head. And then exhale, round in the back for our cat stretch. Push the floor away, arch in the back, looking towards the belly button as much as you can. And then one last time, inhale for cow. Lift the chest, exhale for cat. And then bring yourself back to a neutral spine. Let's tuck the toes under, making sure all the toes are tucked. Gently rocking backwards and forth, stretching out the toes, the bottoms of the feet. And then pushing the bum back towards the heels. We're going to walk the hands back, coming all the way up to a kneeling position. You can bring your knees together if that's more comfortable, but make sure the heels are going up. Now, if you're too tight on those toes, you can bring the weight forward. Be gentle with yourself. It's going to stay here for a few breaths, stretching out those perhaps neglected feet stuck in shoes. Let's bring the right ear down to the right shoulder. Relax the arms down by your side so they can drop down and be heavy. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, soften into the feet. And then slowly bring the head back to center, left side. Relax the neck down to the side, relax those shoulders. And then slowly bring the head back to center. Take the chin up to the ceiling. Stretching out the front of the neck, soften into those feet. And then slowly bring the chin down to the chest. So we're stretching out that back line, starting from the bottom of the feet, all the way up the spine. Take one more breath here. And then slowly bring the head back to neutral. Slide the hands back down the thighs, back into our tabletop. Release those toes, squeeze the toes out, feel the blood rushing back in. And then tap the feet onto your floor. Just not too hard. And then tuck the toes. We're going into a downward facing dog. So spread the fingers, push the palms into the floor, lift the knees, and send the hips up and back into a downward facing dog. So feet hip distance apart. You can soft bend in those knees for those tight hamstrings. Or if you've got quite flexible hamstrings, you can push the heels down to the floor. And then think about pushing into the fingertips and the tops of the palms. Broadening the upper back, keeping length through the spine and the neck. Take a nice deep breath in. And out, soften those shoulders a little bit. Drawing the tummy in, making sure you're not flaring the ribs out. Taking one more breath here. And then gently pedaling out the legs, pushing down through the heels and bending the knees. Gently push through the heels, bending the knees, stretching into the backs of the legs. And then we're going to start to walk the feet towards the hands. So nice and slow. Walk those feet towards the hands, coming to the top of your mat. Feet hip distance apart for a nice grounded base. And then release the arms down, coming to a dangling pose. Bending the knees so the tummy comes towards the thighs. If you can reach the floor, let the palms face up. So you're not taking any weight into those arms. They can feel heavy and relaxed down. Nice deep breath in. Feel the belly pushing towards the thighs. And out. Relax those shoulders, relax the head. Just let the body stretch out. Start to lift those toes if you can. Spread the toes and the balls of the feet. And then place them back down. Shift the weight forward on towards the toes. Just small, subtle movements. Shift the weight back into the heels. Feel the stretch in the back of the body. And then bring yourself back into the center of the feet. Bring the palms together. And we're going to come up to standing round in the back. So nice and slow, draw the tummy in, looking towards the thighs, round in the back, coming up. Head comes up, and then your thumbs come towards the chest. And we're done. We're done with the warm-up. We're going to go through our sun salutation. So those that are not sure, have a little look, because some sun salutations are slightly different to others. So drawing in the glutes slightly, draw the tummy in, lift the kneecaps up, so engage the thighs. And then inhale, take the arms up and look up. Draw the tummy in. And then exhale, bring yourself down to fold. Get those fingertips in line with the toes if you can. Inhale to halfway lift, either fingertips on the mat or bring your hands to your shins to try and have a flat back and lifting the chest up. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to place the palms down on the floor and step the right leg back. Once you've got your right leg back, you can really put the palms down to the floor. Slow with control, we're going to step the left leg back into a high plank. Try not to make much movement. Step it back to a high plank and hold it here. Looking down to the floor to relax the neck. Draw the tummy in and hold it here. So for our first chaturanga, we're going to lower to the knees. So you can get the movement right, because it's a bit different to a push-up. We're going to draw the elbows in towards the body, lower the shoulders to a 90-degree angle. Spreading the fingers, and then inhale to upward facing dog. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chin slightly, and then tuck the toes. Push yourself back up to downward facing dog. Get those hips, the feet hip distance apart, and find your position here. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here in each downward facing dog. So if it becomes too much, you can always drop down to the elbows or drop all the way down to the knees. Okay, but we're just going to stay here for 3 breaths. In through the nose and out. Let's take 1 more breath here. And for our next inhale, we're going to lift the right leg up. So put the weight into the left foot and lift the right leg up, pushing through the heel, keeping the hip facing down to the floor. Straighten that leg. And then we're going to bring the weight over the wrist, bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest. Lift the knee up nice and high. Come up onto the back tiptoes of the left foot. Point the right toe back. Lift that knee up, push the floor away. Step the foot in between the hands. So you're making space to step that foot. Back foot comes to the front. Inhale to your halfway lift. Maybe hands into the shin to lift the chest. Exhale to fold. Looking towards those knees. And then palms come together. We're going to rise all the way back up to the center. Round in the back. Head comes up. Thumbs in towards the chest. That's one side done. Other side. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe hands on the shins or fingertips, wherever you can reach. Exhale, bend the knees, place the palms. Left leg goes back this time. Push those palms down with control, not much movement. Step the right leg back into high plank. Hold it here. Nice and strong. Keep length through the spine and the neck. And then again, you can drop down to the knees to really get the movement right. We're going to squeeze the elbows in towards the body, lower down to 90-degree angle with the arms. Inhale to upward facing dog. Lift the chin up, draw the shoulders back, and then tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift those hips up, find your position. 3 deep breaths here, hold it here. To come back to your breath, let me see how you're doing. Looking great, guys. Draw the tummy in. Nice work. And if the hamstrings are feeling tight, you can always bend those knees. You're trying to get a straight line from your wrists up to your hips. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, sink those heels a little bit closer to the floor. And your next inhale, we're going to lift the left leg up. So put the weight into the right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up. And then bend the knee, draw the knee in towards the chest, weight over the wrist, lift that knee up nice and high, tiptoe up, make some space there to step the foot through in between the hands. Back foot to the front, inhale to halfway lift, exhale to fold. And then palms come together, rising all the way back up, round in the back as you come up. Head comes up, then thumbs in towards the chest. We're gonna do it one more time, let's go. Inhale, take the arms up, look up, drawing the tummy in, exhale to fold. Get those fingertips in line with the toes if you can. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, place the hands, right leg goes back. Push the palms into the floor, step the left leg back. High plank, hold it here. Looking down to the mat to relax your neck. Keep length through the spine and the neck. Keeping up on the hands if you can, rather than low to the knees. Lower down chaturanga, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale to upward facing dog. Keep the legs off the floor if you can, pushing into the feet. Squeeze the shoulders back. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Turn over the feet. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Breathe in through the nose. Keep the heat in the body, breathe out through the nose. Next, inhale, right leg lifts up for 3-legged dog. Send that leg up, pushing through the heel. Keep the hip down to the floor. And then bring the weight over the wrist, draw the knee in towards the body, lift it up nice and high to the chest. Step the foot in between the hands. Back foot to the front, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Palms come together, rising all the way back up. Squeezing the glutes gently, bring the thumbs in towards the chest. Last side. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, place the palms down, left leg goes back. Right leg goes back, high plank. Squeeze the shoulders, sorry, the elbows in towards the body. Let's lower down, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Flip over the feet, push the feet into the floor, lift the chest up. And then exhale to downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Again, option for your elbows or the knees if you need to. Otherwise, keep it strong. Sinking those heels down towards the floor. Draw the tummy in. Looking towards the knees or through the knees. Heads in between the arms or slightly through, depending on how open those shoulders are. Take one more deep breath in and out. Shifting the weight into the right foot. Inhale, lift the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, draw it in towards the chest. Push the floor away, lift that knee up. Make the space and then step the foot in between the hands. Back foot to the front, inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Palms together, rising all the way back up to the center. Thumbs in towards the chest. And breathe. Woo. Bring the hands down by the side. Maybe shake out the body. Close down the eyes. And just take a moment here. You maybe want to take your feet a bit wider to feel your balance in the floor, to feel stable. Relax the thighs. Relax the shoulders. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Just notice how your body's feeling after our sun salutations. So we usually start with a few rounds of sun salutation just to warm up the body, getting into a nice flow. Now, depending on how much time we've got, I've got 3 sequence ready for you. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Really fill up the belly as you breathe in. And relax the body as you breathe out. And then slowly open up those eyes. Bring those feet back together. We're going to run through our first sequence, a warrior with lots of warriors. So you've probably seen these moves before. So we're going to step back with the right leg first. Send that leg all the way to the back of the mat. And turn the foot so it's parallel with the back of the mat. Your front toes are facing forward. Your hips are below your shoulders. And then you're sinking down, bend that front knee. Draw the tummy in, pushing into that back edge of the foot. Nice. Make sure your front ankle is slightly in front of the knee or straight underneath it, so you're not leaning forward too far. And then reaching through both arms, one at the front, one at the back. Hold it here. This is our warrior 2. Let's see if you can remember any of the moves. Looking over the front fingertips. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep length through the spine. Keep the back leg straight and the front leg bent. And then we're going to go into our reverse warrior. So that back hand comes down to the back thigh, flip the front hand, take it up and over, looking up to that top hand. But try not to compress the lower back, keep length through the spine and bend into that front knee. Nice, reverse warrior. Hold it here. Feel the stretch down the side. And then inhale back into warrior 2. Bring your arms back up, open up through those arms. Nice, relax the shoulders, deeper bend into that knee. And then we're going to come into another warrior, humble warrior. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and open up the chest. Straighten those arms if you can. And then we're going to exhale and fold forward near that front thigh, bringing the body down, bring the head down, and take the hands up overhead as much as you can, keeping those arms straight. Pushing into that back edge of the back foot. Hold it here. Trying to keep that chest open. Straight arms. And then inhale back up to our warrior 2. Reaching back through those arms. Release the fingers. Hold it here. We've got one more pose. Extended side angle. Bring that front elbow down to the front knee. Swoop the back hand down and up and open up the chest. Looking up to those top fingers. Your palms facing down to the floor. You're pushing that front knee out and pushing into the back foot. Hold it here. Try not to put too much weight on that front arm. If you can, lift that arm off the knee. Go on, Nick, lift it up, lift it up. Inhale, back up to warrior 2, reaching back through those arms. And then we're going to step it back to the top of the mat. So bring that back foot forward, both feet together, palms back in towards the chest. Shake out those legs. How are we doing? Yeah. Feel tight at home, hopefully. Not. We've got more people coming on. Great, nice to see you guys. So we're going to do the same thing again, but on the other leg. So when you're ready, stepping back with the left leg into a warrior two. So send that leg all the way to the back. Back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Front knee bent. And your front knee, you want it tracking your second and third toe. Reaching out through those arms. Your hips are below the shoulders. So no reaching in for the cup of tea. Bring it back. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Looking over those front fingertips. Nice strong legs. Back leg is straight. And then we're going into reverse warrior. So place that back hand down, flip the front, reaching up and over. Can't see me now, can you? Keep deep bending into that front knee, but I can see you now. Reaching up, looking up at that top hand if you can balance. Hold it here. And then inhale back to warrior two, reaching back through those arms. Looking over that those fingertips. Remember the next move? A humble warrior. Interlace the hands behind the back. Open up the chest, pushing the arms away. And then bowing down near the front thigh and reaching the hands overhead. As much as you can. Keep pushing into that back foot. Nice and strong in those legs. Hold it here. And then inhale, take it back up to our warrior two. Release the fingers, reaching back out through the arms. But one more move, the side angle. Bring that front elbow down to the knee. Remember, not put too much weight onto it. Sweep the back hand up and over and open up the chest. Looking up to those top fingers if you can. Your pinky fingers facing down, but your palms, nice. Palms also facing down. Pushing that front knee out slightly. Hold it here. Lift that elbow off the knee. Yes. Place it back down and then inhale back up to warrior two. Reaching back through those arms and then step it back to the top of the mat. We're done both sides. We're going to do that same sequence again just to kind of get you into it. Now you know what you're doing. So a little bit quicker. So let's go with the right leg back. Back into your warrior two. Reaching back through the arms. Shoulders over the hips, and then reverse. Place the hands down, flip the front, take it up and over. Keep deep bending into that front knee. Back leg is straight. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers and open up the chest. Exhale, bow down for a humble warrior, take the hands overhead. Inhale back up to warrior two, release the hands. And then exhale, bring that elbow to the knee, sweep the hand back up and over. Open the chest. Keep the shoulders from the ears, reaching through the fingers. If you can look up to those fingers. Now a little bit more if you want, we can release that arm off the knee and bring it down to the floor in front of us, if you can reach. Option there, hold it here, pushing into that back foot, and then inhale back up to warrior two. Step it back to the top of the mat. How's the legs? Left side, step it back. What was that? Shoulders. Reach back through those arms. This is what you mean. Work those shoulders. Deep bend in that front knee. Take the back hand back, flip the front hand, reverse warrior. Keep bending into that front knee, back leg straight. Inhale back up to warrior two. Exhale, release the hands behind, interlace the fingers, open up the chest. And exhale, bowing down, humble warrior. Hands overhead as much as you can, but keeping that chest open. Inhale, back up, release the hands, warrior two. Bend into that front knee, Nick. Bring that elbow down and sweep the back hand up and over, open up the chest. Option to stay here or bring that hand down on the inside of the leg. So you can deep bend into those legs, reaching through the fingers, and then inhale back up to warrior two. Step it back to the top of your mat. Bring the palms together. We're done. Release the hands, shake it out. That's our first sequence done, guys. Well done. Bring the feet a bit wider apart. Just relax the arms, close the eyes. Come back to your breath. Notice how your body's feeling now. Arms are relaxed. Face is relaxed. You're just focusing on your breath. In and out through the nose. Relax the shoulders. Relax the legs. Now, in between our sequences, we're going to run through what's called a vinyasa, which is very similar to our sun salutation. So when you're ready, open the eyes, bring the feet together, keep the movement going. We're going to inhale, take the arms up, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, place the hands, right leg back, left leg back, high plank. Let's go for a double chaturanga. So we're going to lower down, elbows in, and then push it back up. And then again, lower down, inhale to upward facing dog. Flip over the feet, keep the legs lifted, and then exhale to downward facing dog. Hold it here. 3 deep breaths. There's always the option for the knees if you're feeling it a bit too much this Sunday. Otherwise, keep it strong. Sink those heels down towards the floor. Draw in the tummy and keep length through the spine, the neck. One more deep breath here. Shift the weight onto the left foot and inhale, reach the right foot up for 3-legged dog. Bend the knee, draw it in towards the chest. Push the floor away, lift it up, make some space. Step the foot in between the hands. Back foot to the front, inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Palms together, slowly rising all the way back up. Squeezing the glutes gently, bring the thumbs in towards the chest. Hold it here. How are we doing? We've got time for one more sequence. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. So we're going to sweep the hands down, bend the knees and touch the fingertips on the floor. Swipe them down and bring them up into a chair pose. So squeeze those thighs together. Sink the bum nice and low, but draw the tummy in. Shoulders down from the ears and you're looking up to the fingertips. Try and get your ears next to your arms. Nice deep breath in. And then we're going to come all the way down to the floor, trying to keep your arms up. So lower the bum, a little bit lower. If you need to, you can use your hands for support. Otherwise, come all the way down. Yes, grab the knees. We're going to rock back 3 times. Massaging out the back for 1, 2, and then the last one, we're going to come up to balance. So keep the feet off the mat. Coming into a boat pose. So option 1, shins are parallel with the floor and your hands are under the knees so you can lift the chest up. This is your option 1. Option 2, you release the hands and reach towards the toes, keeping the chest lifted. Option 3, let's go Nick, lift those legs up. Coming into our boat pose. I'll turn to the side slightly so you can see. Lifting the chest, hold it here for 3, squeeze the thighs together, point the toes for 2, lift that chest. And 1, grab the knees and rock back again 3 times for 1, for 2, coming back up into our boat pose in the 3rd one, last one. Bring yourself straight up into your boat, lift the chest, straighten the legs or wherever you are. Let's go, hold it here for 3, squeeze the thighs together, lift the chest for 2, breathe, and 1, grab the knees, roll it back again, we've got 1 more time to go. Rock it back for 1, for 2, last one, keep those feet off the floor, lift it straight up, lift them up, hold it here, squeeze those thighs together, lift the chest, look at those toes, for 3, breathe, for 2, lift the chest a bit more, keep length through the spine, for 2, another 2, and 1, bend the knees, grab the knees, rock it back, and then bring yourself up after 3, just to a seated position. So come up to seat. So just so you can see, you're going to rock back and come all the way up to standing, which is what you were going to do, wasn't it? So little tip, bring your feet as close as the bum as you can when you go to sit up. If you don't get it first time, you can try again. So rocking back, bring yourself forward, come all the way up to standing. Let's go. Hey. Woohoo, nice work. Yes, I can see you guys at home doing it. Nice. Woohoo, nice. Okay, top of the mat, we're coming into a crow pose. So bring yourself into the middle of the mat so you've got space. Maybe you want a cushion at the end of your mat in case you topple forward if you're not sure. So we're going to bring the hands down, feet hip distance apart. Bring the hands down, spreading the fingers. Tiptoe up, bring the knees to the back of the arms. So you've kind of got to find that position where it feels stable. Spread the fingers, bring the weight forward. Elbows are bent and in. And then you're just going to lift up 1 foot and then the other. And if you guys can see from the angle at home, I'll show you this side. Bringing the weight forward, lifting up 1 foot and then the other. And once you've got your balance, you can go for both feet. So have a little play there. How are we doing? Yes, look at that. Nice work. Bring those big toes together and see if you can sink the bum closer towards the heels. Hold it here. Nice. And then when you're done having a play, slowly bring yourself down. We're going to come to a low squat position. So if you've got your mat, a good marker is the toes off the mat and the heels in, depending on your body. And then bring your palms together, elbows to the knees, and lift up the chest in our low squat. Take a nice deep breath in and lengthen up. And exhale, relax the hips, let the bum sink down a little bit lower. So if you're struggling with your squat, Nick, that's a great squat. If you're struggling with your squat, yeah, okay, great. So I'm not going to give you any variations then, no? Okay, good. So just hold it here, lift the chest up, pushing those elbows to the knees. You can close down the eyes if you want to, really feel into the body. Notice the weight distribution on the feet. Are you leaning in towards the middle of the feet, or are you pushing out? Push out to the outside edge. So push those knees out a bit further. Nice. Take one more breath here. And then we're going to go up to standing, but in 5 counts. So nice and slow. Release the elbows off the knee. Lift the chest. Going up for 5. Push the knees out for 4. For 3. Push the feet into the floor. For 2. And 1. Coming all the way up. Bring the feet back together at the top of the mat. Release the hands down. We've got one more time to go. Okay, into our chair pose. When you're ready, swoop the hands down, bend the knees and reach the arms back up. Back into our chair. Drop the bum down a little bit lower. Relax the shoulders from the ears. If you can keep your head looking straight forward, or you can look up towards the fingers, whatever feels more comfortable. Breathe. And then let's lower down to the floor, nice and slow. Take it nice and slow. Notice your weight distribution. Slowly lower all the way down to the floor. Grab the knees, rock it back 3 times. For 1, 2, you know what's coming. And 3, let's go straight up into our boat pose. Lift the feet up, either shins parallel with the floor or straighten the legs. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knees, grab the knees and rock it back 3 times. Feel yourself massaging out the muscles along the spine. Last one. Straight up into your boat. Go for the straight legs, squeeze them together, reach the hands towards the feet, lift the chest, keep length through the neck for 3, breathe, 2, and 1, bend the knees, rock it back 3 times. We've got 1 more to go. Okay, let's go, rock it back, keep the feet off, straight up, find your position, hold it here. For 5, woohoo, 4, lift those feet up, squeeze the thighs together, for 3, for 2, embrace any shakes or wobbles, for 2, and 1, bend the knees, grab the knees, rock it back, and then on your 3rd one, straight up to standing. Remember the feet close to the bum, bring yourself all the way up. Coming into our crow pose, feet hip distance, bending down, place the palms down on the floor, spreading the fingers, tiptoe up, knees to the underneath of the arm, bring the weight forward, lift up 1 foot if you haven't quite got it yet, and then the other, bring those feet together, hold it here, keep length through that neck, breathe, yes, hold it. And then slowly take the feet to the corners of the mat, coming into our slow squat. Elbows to the knees, thumbs in towards the chest, lift it up and hold it here. You guys got the crow and the squat down, yeah? Yeah? Oh, you're already yogis. Okay, maybe closing down the eyes here, relaxing the shoulders. Notice again where your feet are going, where the weight distribution is on the feet, pushing into the outside edge of the foot if you can, pushing the knees out with the elbows. Take 1 more breath here. And then we're going up to stand. So open up those eyes. Let's go up for 5, pushing those knees out. For 4, for 3, keep the chest up. For 2, and 1, coming all the way up. Step it back to the top of the mat. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. We're done with our second sequence. We're going to take it through another vinyasa. Let's go. Inhale, take the arms up, look up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, place the hands, left leg back. Push into the palm, step the right leg back. Let's go for the double chaturanga, lower down, push it back up. And again, lower down, then inhale to upward facing dog. Nearly there, guys. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. In and out through the nose. Or maybe you want to release the breath through the mouth now. We're coming into our cool down. Broaden the upper back. Keep the neck relaxed. Maybe shaking the head side to side gently. On our next inhale, I want you to rise up on the heels. So come up onto the toes, lift the heels up, push the front of the foot forward. And draw the tummy towards the thighs, pushing into the arms. Exhale, lower the heels down, closer to the floor if you can. And then slowly lower the knees all the way down to your mat. Coming down, back into a child's pose. Push the bum back to the heels, reach the arms forward, and relax the head down. Maybe gently rocking the head side to side to massage out any tension in the forehead. That doesn't look very comfortable though, Nick. I hope you guys got a nice cushioned floor. Relax the arms, you can bend at the elbows. Relax the shoulders. If it feels nice, you can gently rock the hips side to side. And then find some stillness, just hold it here. Come back to your breath. Notice how the body's feeling, where you're feeling it. Breathe into that area you're feeling the most tightness, maybe those shoulders. Take one more breath here. And then slowly walk the hands back up towards the body, coming back to a kneeling position. Nick, you asleep? Bring the hips down to one side, shift the legs in front. And then again, grabbing the knees and slowly rock back onto the back. Send the legs up in the air. Hands can come down to support you. And then just shake the legs out. Make the feet wobble. Make all the fats and muscle, mostly muscle, make it all jiggle. And then just hold it there for a moment. Soft bend in the knees. Just close the eyes. Just hold it here for a few moments. Feel the shoulders on the floor. The arms are relaxed. And then gently hugging the knees in towards the chest. Holding one hand on each knee. Squeeze the knees in. Gently rock side to side. Massaging out the lower back. And then both hands on the right knee. Straighten the left leg. And take it all the way down to the mat. Squeezing that right knee in. Gently shift the knee side to side. And then left hand grabs the knee, right hand goes out to the side and pull that knee across the body, coming into a side. Come into a side. Am I still on? Okay. A side stretch. Looking towards that right hand and find any variation of this pose that feels good. Maybe you want to straighten that top leg, or maybe you want to hold the knee and pull it in towards you. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Soften the leg, become a bit more passive with this stretch. Relax the shoulders onto the mat. Come back to your breath. And then slowly bring the knees back up to the center, hugging both knees back in. Squeeze the knees in, and then both hands on the left knee, straighten the right. And then right hand grabs the left knee, left hand goes out to the side and bring that knee across the body. Find any variation of this pose that feels good for you. Maybe looking towards the left hand. Relax the shoulders and become a bit more passive as you exhale. And relax the body into this stretch. Nice deep breath in and out. And then bring yourself back into the center, hugging those knees back in. And then send the legs back up in the air. Palms facing down to the floor. Last bit of effort for those abs. We're going to lower the legs down to the floor, but pushing the lower back into the mat. Nice and slow. Push that lower back in. And then bring the feet all the way down to the floor. Open the legs out to the corners of the mat. And then find yourself in your final position. in our Shavasana position, or rebound as Nick called it. Relax the arms, palms are facing up but not touching anything. Relax the shoulders. Maybe find your comfortable position. Make any last wiggles. And then shake out the ankles and let the ankles fall out to the sides. Closing those eyes. And we're just going to hold it here for our last 2 minutes of our session. Take some time to be still. Maybe just notice the rise and fall of the belly button. Feeling super proud of yourselves for giving it a go today, guys. Let the back of the head melt back into your floor, releasing any tension from the face. The jaw, the forehead's relaxed. Take a moment to be still. And just noticing how your body feels on the inside.
My dinner's not ready for a little while.
Okay, when you're ready, we're going to slowly bring ourselves up to a seated position. So open up those eyes, bring some movement back to the body, and maybe rolling onto one side, or hugging the knees in and pull yourself up to a seated position, coming into a cross-legged as much as you can. Bring the feet away from the body so they're not squashed. Palms back at the chest. Just close the eyes for one last moment. Take a nice deep breath in and out. It's been absolutely great going with you guys this morning. So thank you so much for joining. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, guys.
Guys, one thing just before we go, I'd like to thank Faye. Really good turnouts. So maybe record, I don't know if it's recording the time lapse.
Yeah.
If you want to take a screenshot of the display, but we're going to get just a screenshot of everyone really quickly for everyone that came. We'll put it on there. So it's a big turnout. Everyone can say hi. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to take a?
Oh, what are we doing? Sorry.
Do you want to do it on your phone really quickly? Okay. So Rebecca joined us as well with Dave. So that's Rebecca.
Oh, there she is.
Okay.
Nice to see you guys.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, give us a wave. Woohoo! Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Well done.
See you later in the
Thank
week.
you.
Well
Nice.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi, Lisa.
Thanks, bye.
Hi, Laurie.
Thank you.
Sarah.
Now's not the time for a catch up.
Really.
We'll go.
How do we go?
See you later, guys.
See you later. See you
Thanks,
guys.
bye.
Bye.
Junior. Joey, I know you're there.
Quite a few guys joined.
Yeah.
Great effort.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Okay, let's start.